The brain-gut axis refers to the two-way communication that exists between the central nervous system and the digestive system. This links the emotional and cognitive centers of the brain with peripheral bowel function. Today we will learn how this brain-gut communication takes place, what happens in our body when an imbalance occurs, and the strategies I propose for you to maintain vibrant physical, mental, and emotional health. Hi, I'm Johanna Köhle, journalist, researcher, and health consultant. Recent research has indicated that the cornerstone of this brain-gut communication within our bodies lies in the gut microbiota. Here is why the microbiota is so important. Because the interaction between the microbiota and the gut-brain axis appears to be bidirectional, meaning that there is communication from the brain to the microbiota and vice versa, via neural, endocrine, immune, and humoral links. Let us first get to know three important terms. Microbiome refers to the whole universe of microbes in our bodies and their genes. Meta-genome are the genes of the microorganisms present in a specific environment. And microbiota is the set of living microbes in the body, but mainly in the intestinal flora. The microbes in our digestive system affect everything in our body, in both physical and mental health, as well as our vulnerability and resistance to disease. The bacteria in the microbiome help digest food, regulate the immune system, protect against other bacteria that attack the body, and produce vitamins including vitamins B12, thiamine, and riboflavin, as well as vitamin K, which is needed for blood clotting. But a gut imbalance, also known as dysbiosis, can have an effect on one's anxiety, depressive behavior, and even autism. The most important link between the gut and the brain is the vagus nerve that controls salivation, heart rate, and digestion. Reciprocally, the gut responds to the brain by saying, "I am satisfied," "I feel good," or through a calm heart rate to say, "I'm calm." The messages the vagus nerve receives come from metabolites located in the gut flora and messenger substances from the immune and hormonal cells in the gut. Microbes that attack the body accumulate over time, changing the genetic activity of our body and metabolic processes that eventually can result in an abnormal immune response against substances and tissues that are normally present in the body. Take the case of dairy intolerance. At first, the person has no allergy or discomfort when consuming dairy, but exaggerated amounts ingested can cause a proliferation of harmful bacteria. Eventually, when said person consumes dairy, stomach inflammation, flatulence, nasal congestion, and in some cases allergic skin reactions are not long in coming. Symptoms of dysbiosis can manifest themselves almost anywhere in the body and are so diverse that it would take too long to finish the list. From acne to anxiety, irritable bowel syndrome, to diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and countless others. In fact, it is believed that autoimmune diseases are inherited, not through DNA, but through the family microbiome. There is strong evidence that the colon microbiome differs between obese and lean twins. Obese twins have lower bacterial diversity and higher levels of enzymes, which means they are more efficient at ingesting food and harvesting calories. Obesity has also been associated with weaker diversity of microbes in the colon. Number 1, if you want to start off on the right foot, it would be good to purge or apply a detox, or at very least, practice some form of intermittent fasting. Fasting is recommended because the bad bacteria that thrive in the gut need to be fed all the time, and that's how they survive. If they are not fed, they do not survive. Good bacteria, on the other hand, live longer even without food. In this protocol, it would be best to practice some form of fasting every other day for 2 to 4 weeks to consolidate its benefits, and also on the days when you eat normally, try to avoid junk food and added sugars. Number 2, engage in a cycle of probiotics from 30 to 45 days, I would say, to help repopulate the gut with good bacteria. This will strengthen you in several levels. At the digestive level, because a healthy colon allows you to better absorb the food you eat and the nutrients it contains. Strengthens the immune system, because 70% of the body's immune cells are found in the gut. It also protects against and/or reduces the symptoms and duration of colds and flus. It can also reduce the severity of certain allergies and even eczema or dermatitis. At the mental and emotional level, because bacteria in the gut produce neurotransmitters that help promote sleep quality, mood, stress management, anxiety management, and cognitive function. In addition to probiotics in supplements, some foods containing probiotics are sour cabbage, kimchi, which is an oriental preparation of fermented vegetables, miso, which are fermented soybeans, kefir, or kombucha. Number 3, add prebiotic foods to your diet, especially on non-fasting days. These are foods that feed the good bacteria already in your gut in order to strengthen them. Bacteria in the colon begin to feed on the prebiotic fibers and are able to produce short-chain fatty acids. These include butyric acid, which balances and regulates electrolyte levels in the body, while increasing the robustness of the intestinal lining. As a precaution, prebiotics may cause bloating and gas in some people, so start with small amounts and best if cooked, as they seem to be more difficult to tolerate when they are eaten raw. Some foods rich in prebiotics are artichokes, nori seaweed, cruciferous vegetables such as kale, broccoli, cauliflower, also berries, red onions, apples, and more. In the content box of this video, you will find a link to the full article with more information on prebiotic foods you can add to your diet. If you like this video, please click on the like icon. Remember to subscribe on the red button and activate the little bell to receive notifications every time there is something new to learn in nature's way in the art to heal yourself. See you soon!